talking about, what we've been talking about? Useful resources, okay. And what else have we talked about? Solar power. And what is solar power? What do you think solar power is?
Sun, the energy from the sun.
The energy from the sun. And why did we talk about solar power?
Because it's a renewable resource.
Because it's a renewable resource. And what does renewable mean? Talk to your partner. Tell your partner what renewable means. Okay, anybody, what is a renewable resource?
There's something that is renewable that you can use over and over again.
That you can use over and over again.
Something limited, like sun, long.
Something that is not limited. Exactly. And it's part of a cycle. That's correct. Now, what is our learning target today? Alternative energy resources. So in this moment, we're about getting to 80, all right? We've been studying our alternative energy resources, and some of those that you just mentioned are those alternative energy resources. This is what I want you to do. Go to G block, please. You can minimize that. Don't close it, please. Just go to G block. I think you minimize G block. Bless you. And I said day number 6. Is everybody on day number 6? Day number 6 says rationing our energy resources. Rationing. Rationing means portions, okay? We are not going to spend it all. We can spend it all, right? Can we spend our fossil fuels?
Yes.
Can we spend all the fossil fuels?
No.
Are we running out of fossil fuels?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. And that's why we need to use our alternative energy resources. Okay? So, when you go to G block, it says resources, any. Don't worry about if it's renewable or non-renewable. Any natural resources you have used today on the way to school or here at school. So go ahead and write the comment, please. Go to the comment. Comment. Type comment or add new comment. Add new comment. And you're going to list. I just want the list of those natural resources that you have used on the way to school or here at school. So for example, this morning Ms. Ariza drove the car.
Use gas.
I used gas. So which natural resource is it?
Oil.
Oil. Thank you. All right? Oil. So type all of those that you can think of.
Wait, yesterday I used
Oil, comma, list all of those. All of the ones that you have used this morning. Okay, with your breakfast, probably you use natural gas to make your breakfast. Okay. If it's too much, yeah. Water. There you go. Because you brush your teeth, right? What else do you do in order to use the water? You brush your teeth. This morning, what else do you use water for? You took a shower. What else?
Wash your hands.
Wash your hands. Do you have breakfast this morning? Like, for example, your mom or your dad, coffee or chocolate or something? Do they use water for that? Yeah. Okay. 30 seconds left. Come on, as many as you can think of.
I use natural gas to
So then which natural resource do you use?
I use that to very.
15 seconds. Come on, guys.
Clothes, you wear clothes.
And is that a natural resource? Natural. Can you find it outside? No. Okay. Do you use a tree this morning? Do you use wood? What do you use for you to say that you use a tree? Paper and natural resources. Paper is something that you find outside. It comes from there, but it's something that you find outside. No, it's not something that you find there. Wood. 5 seconds left. Come on. See who comes on. And time's up. And time's up. Save your comment, please. Save your comment. Save your comment. And that's okay. Just leave it there. Do not close it because you're going to read your comment. And I need my reporters in this moment. I need my reporters to read some of those natural resources that you have used. Do we have a reporter in each group? All right, so let's see here. It's okay. You can switch. So we begin with group number 4? Okay, group number 4.
Oil, wind, water, plants, animals, sun, and soil.
Oil, right? And oil is what?
Yeah.
What is oil? Oil is considered what?
Gas.
Oil is considered what?
Liquid.
Yeah, but what is it? Non-renewable. It's a non-renewable. None. What does none mean? None. Okay, it's a non-renewable resource because it takes millions and millions of years to form. Okay, but the prefix none means no. That is not renewable. Okay, there you go. Good. Group number 3. Go ahead.
Coal, water, gas, wind, plants, grass.
Grass. Okay, this morning you use grass. How do you use grass? No? Oh, you were stepping on the grass. Okay. All right. Now here they were telling me something. Oh, Miss Ariza, paper. Is paper a natural resource?
Yes. Yes. No.
Can you find it? If I go outside, I go to that tree and I say, oh, there is paper. Can I do that? No. So is it considered a natural resource? No, it's not. Okay, good. Group number 2.
Oil, natural gas, water power,
Oh, water, right? Everybody took a shower this morning, right? So we use the water. Everybody probably drank coffee or brushed your teeth, and you used water as well. Now, what is water? Is it renewable or non-renewable? Renewable. Renewable. Tell your partner why water is a renewable one. Because it's part of what? Cycle.
Because when it rains,
It goes to renewable.
Renewable resource.
it's like
Okay. All right. So let's see here. Who can tell me why water is considered a renewable resource? Okay, Heidi. Because it's part of the cycle. All right, and it's the water cycle. That's correct. That's why we can use it over and over. Perfect. Any questions up to there? No? Everything is clear? Okay. So we've been talking about those natural resources. Yes. Oh, I'm sorry. There you go. Go ahead.
oil, gas, coal,
It's 11 o'clock.
And thermal energy, okay. So did you use geothermal this morning? When we say geothermal, where does it come from? Earth, right? Heat from the earth, within the earth. There you go. Now, today we're going to do a really good activity, investigation with this. You have butcher paper on your tables. And then what does it represent? Earth. Okay, you screen. And you know that on Earth we have a lot of resources, right? Natural resources, and those resources that you just mentioned. Now, it happens to be that we have some resources that are renewable and some others that are non-renewable, okay? And we need to conserve, which resources do we need to conserve? Tell your partner which resources we need to conserve.
Oil.
Which resources we need to conserve? Which resources do we need to keep with us? And what are those?
Okay, change partners.
Yeah, that's correct. Okay, let's see. Olivia, which resources do we need to conserve?
Fossil fuels.
Fossil fuels. Why do we need to conserve the fossil fuels?
We're running out.
Because we're running out of fossil fuels. What are those fossil fuels? Miss Arisa thinks that we have 4 fossil fuels. Is that true?
No.
No. Okay, so let's see here. Arturo, what are those fossil fuels?
Oil, natural gas, and coal.
Oil, natural gas, and coal. Okay. Now, let's see here. You're gonna tell me thumbs up and down if you think that you know you have mastered those fossil fuels. Yes, Miss Arisa, I know those fossil fuels. Up, you say yes. In the middle is like, still kind of have to think a little bit hard to know those. Or down is like, I don't know them yet. All right, I see a lot of thumbs up. Good. I see some over here, and we have to get some strategies for those 4 people. Perfect. Thank you, guys. All right. So now, we have the butcher paper, and that's going to be Earth. And as I said before, Earth has a lot of resources, and each of you will be in charge of a resource today. Okay? The shells are going to be water. Okay? These ones are going to represent water. These are going to represent the sun. Okay? The energy from the sun. This one, petroleum.
Which is like
Oil, petroleum. And this one is going to be coal. There's 50 grams of coal, petroleum, sun, and water. Pasta representing those natural resources, okay? We're going to have an activity and we're going to collect our data. You will need a pencil with you, please. It has some parts of it. Everybody has one of this, right? And it says data table, rationing our resources. If you go to G-Blog again, to day number 6, day number 6, it's down, day number 6, and it says, today, you will be investigating the rate of use of natural resources by doing a simulation, okay? Kind of an investigation. You will need to measure and record the use of one natural resource. So everybody's going to be in charge of one natural resource. As we have one student that is absent, I'm going to be that fourth natural resource right there. Okay? What I want you to do, you're going to number yourselves 1 through 4. I'm going to give you 5 seconds to do that, please. 1 through 4. 1 through 4. 4. You already numbered yourselves. Good. Thumbs up. In this moment, what I want you to do is go ahead and write down your resource. Write down your resource. And you have it on the G block. If you're student number 1, you are water. If you're student number 2, you are solar power. If you're student number 3, you are coal. If you're student number 4, you are petroleum or oil. So everybody has what? Thumbs up, please, if you say, Ms. Ariza, I'm ready to go. Down if you're still like, oh, Ms. Ariza, I'm not ready yet. Perfect, so everybody's ready. Good. I'm going to give you a triple beam balance. This is a triple beam balance because you have 1, 2, 3 weights. Okay? Yep. This one is the heaviest one, all right? By hundreds. This one goes by ones, and this one goes by tens, okay? So you're gonna be practicing how to use a triple beam balance as well. Every group is gonna have one. Cool, so you can help your partners. Perfect. Okay, I want you to go back to our PowerPoint, please, where we have our rationing our energy resources. Is everybody there?
Yes.
And this group I know, then you'll have my screen. So it says rationing our energy resources. We already made our list. And let's see here. We are going to spread out the paper, write it on the table, and we're going to scatter our pasta on it. When I say pasta, we're talking about our resources, because this is Earth and this is where our resources are. This simulation is going to have different periods of time, and we're going to have just 15 seconds for each time you gather your resources. It says, when the group members who are in charge of a resource will try to gather as much of the resource as possible. So you're not going to do it all at the same time. It's going to be like taking turns, okay, in that case. One member of the group will be the timer. And I can do that with my iPhone, okay? Since many resources are found below the ground, like oil, for example, coal, right? They are found below the ground. Can we see those?
No.
No, they are not visible to us at the surface. Then we're going to be kind of blindfolded. You're going to close your eyes, in other words, okay? When you do that. Whenever you gather or you scatter all your pasta, all the resources on the earth, you're going to find your resource by feeling for the correct shape. I have 4 different types of pasta. Rules: no stealing of another's resource. No destroying another's resource either. Smashing, no, we're not doing that. It's because we have to conserve our resources. We have to take care of our resources. At the end of each gathering time, we're going to measure. And what are we going to use in order to measure? The triple beam balance. Okay, let's say it again. Triple beam balance. Perfect. We're going to measure the mass. Each bag is going to have 50 grams. 50 grams. Every bag has 50 grams of that item, all right? You're going to gather your resource. They're going to measure that resource, and you're going to write in over here. Starting amount, we began with 50. Amount that you gather when you measure it, and then amount remaining. So in order to find the amount remaining, I have, which operation am I going to use? Subtraction. That's correct. I'm going to subtract 50 minus whatever amount you gathered, and that's what is remaining. Okay? Now, let me tell you, if it's oil, we said that oil was what? A renewable or a non-renewable? Can I put it back after I gathered that? No, I can't. I have to put it aside back in the bag. Okay? If it's water, if it's, water, can I put it back on Earth? Yes, why? Because it's renewable. It's part of a cycle, so it's going to come back to Earth. Okay? Good. And we're going to have 5 trials only. That's all we're going to have. Let's see. We're ready? I'm going to give you this. So petroleum is this funny looking pasta, all right? That's petroleum. Coal, we have the elbows. That's coal. Solar, the brown one. And water is the shells. Okay? So we have, let me see, who's got coal? I need coal to come over here and grab your resource, please. Coal. Coal, coal, coal. Who's got water? Water. Come and grab your resource, please. Water. Who's got petroleum? Petroleum. Petroleum, petroleum, petroleum. Thank you. And who am I missing? Sun, the solar power. All right, there you go. So how much pasta do you have in each bag? 50 grams. 50 grams. That's all you have. Okay? What I want you to do in this moment is get the resources and scatter all the resources on Earth. Go ahead. Scatter the resources on Earth. Mix them, please. Mix them with the others. Slowly and careful with the resources, because we need to take care of those resources. Make sure they're all mixed. You're doing a fantastic job. Make sure they are mixed and careful with the resources. Okay. No. Well mixed. Well mixed. There you go. Okay, there you go. Now guys, because of time, we're not going to take turns. We're going to do it all at the same time. Okay? Everybody's going to be blindfolded. And when I say that is that you're going to close your eyes. Okay? Basically. And I'm going to have the online stopwatch over here. Let me see if I can have 15 seconds. That's all we have, 15 seconds. Are your eyes going to be open? No. No. Some of those resources, we can see them above the surface, right? So our eyes are going to be closed. Please be honest with this, all right? It's just an activity that we're going to do in order to understand natural resources. Okay, are we ready? You are going to fill your resource. You're going to grab your resource. So if you have water, you grab water. You're not going to grab coal, you're not going to grab petroleum or sun. You grab your own resource. Do not look for the bags, it's okay. You're just grabbing the resource with your eyes closed. Okay? Is everybody ready? Set. Go. Stop. Right there. Yes. Does everybody have the resource? Perfect. Now this is what I want you to do in this moment. Grab your triple beam balance. Measure the amount of that resource that you took. Put it in the bag. Put it in the bag and can you do this one? I don't think so. The only one that you're supposed to be moving is this one now. There you go. So how much? 9.5. Write it in. As soon as you have the number of grams, then write it in, please. Así lo puedes dejar. You have Listo. 5. Done. If it's petroleum and if it's coal, can I return those back to Earth? No, because they are not renewable. So then put them in the bag. If it's water or sun, can you return those to Earth? Yes, because they are renewable. So if you're sun or if you're water, put them back. If you are petroleum or coal, put it in the bag. What is this one? Solar? And there you go. That's a lot. What?
Solo tocó con estos hacen los chitos esos.
What do you have? What is this? Oh, can you return it? No. So put it in the bag. Now, I think everybody is ready, right? What about this one?
Oh, yeah, water. Not too bad.
Put it back. Now, tiene que hacerlo más rápido, se están demorando mucho. What is this, water? Back. Okay, we're ready for our second round. Now that you know what to do, the second round is going to be a little bit faster, right? Are we ready? So which resources went back to Earth, class?
Water.
And sun. Okay. Which resources were not returned to Earth? Petroleum and coal. Why not? They're non-renewable. Okay, perfect. Let's go ahead and do this. Go ahead. Now. Everybody does it. Everybody does it. Close your eyes and get yours. Stop. Right there. Come on. Begin measuring. Quick, quick, quick. I'm just going to give you 1 minute and 30 seconds to do this. So quick, quick. No. Los que acaban de hacer.
I got 10 cents. I'm washed up to figure out. I have to let it go. Yeah, that's it.
Come on. Quick. Okay, guys, let's see here. This is what you are supposed to be doing with this table in this moment. If you have water, you began with 50 grams, right? She gathered 9 grams, and then what is the amount remaining then? 50 minus 9 equals? 41. But what happened to water? Did she return it to her?
Yes.
Yes. So the next gathering, she began with 50. She gathered 6.5, and then what is left there? 43.5. Okay? Now, what is she going to be doing? What is the start amount in the next one? 50 again, because she returned everything back. Is that going to happen with petroleum or coal? No. What's going to happen with petroleum or coal? He began with 50. He gathered 5, left 45. Then he begins with 45. He gathered 5 grams. Amount remaining there is 40. The next gathering, he's going to begin with how much? 40 grams. And let's see how much he's going to gather. All right? Let's see. Are we ready?
Yes.
Okay, I need one person to please explain this to Amanda. We have the starting amount, 45, amount gathered, 4. How much does she have left? Which operation is she going to use? I need one person to explain that to her, please. One person. David, go ahead.
We started with 50, and the amount she gathered was 40.
And a half.
4.5, and she has to subtract
50
minus 4.5.
equals 45 in this case. So then 45 minus 4, how much is that? All right, let's see. 15 seconds, guys. Not minutes.
That would be like, we get all of them.
Set, go. Your resource. Don't forget that you cannot be stealing the resource from your partner. Yeah. You can't be grabbing the resources from your partners. Done. Stop. Come on. Begin the process. You're getting experts with this. So you begin with? Perfect. There you go. So how much do we have? 4? Okay. So you have 4 grams. What operation are we going to use? Why are you returning petroleum and you return the petroleum to the earth? Where is the rest? Right there. So get the amount that you need. Good thing you counted.
Yeah, because after we turn all to earth,
Because they're renewable, but hers is not a renewable.
so they don't turn to earth.
Okay, guys. Thumbs up if you are done in your group measuring, please. Thumbs up. Thumbs up if your group is done. So we still have one more group over there. A few seconds, right? Okay, are we ready for our next gathering? All right, this is our 4th trial, and this is gonna be the last trial we're gonna do because of time. Okay? because I want you to do something else. Are we ready? This is the last trial. Set, go. Stop. Go ahead. And as you're becoming experts, I'm just going to give you 1 minute and 30 seconds to record it, measuring and recording. Yeah. Come on, guys, we can do it. One minute, guys, come on, we can do it.
No cheating, no cheating, no cheating. Just put them back. 8. Yeah.
40 seconds, come on.
You like my I got a big nail right here. See, I got two big nails. Hey, look at my eyes.
Thumbs up if your group is done. We're still missing one more group over here. Almost done? Okay, 32. Take away 4. It's 4.5. That's what it means. 4.5 is the same as 4.5. So 32 minus 4. 28. Minus 0.5. 27.5. So this divides. All right. I think we are done. In this moment, I want you to gather your resource, please, and put it back in the bag. We're going to organize and we're going to discuss what happened during our simulation. And I'm just going to give you 1 minute and 30 seconds to clean up. Are we ready? 1 minute and 30 seconds. Everything back in the bags, please. One minute left for you to organize your materials. As soon as everybody, as soon as everybody has that ready, materials manager takes the past steps to the back table, as well as the triple beam balance. As well as the triple beam balance. As well as the triple beam balance. Thank you. All right. Oh, 8 seconds left, and we should be ready. As well as the triple beam balance. Group number 3, please. Okay, guys. Now, this is what we're going to do. We're going to analyze the data that we have in our data table. Trial number 1, we see water starting amount. It all begins with what? 50, 50, 50, 50 grams, right? I want to see Elidio's. Elidio, what is your resource?
My resource was petroleum.
Petroleum, he says.
Oil.
Starting time, 50. Starting amount, 50 grams. Second trial, starting amount, 41 grams. So that resource was not returned to the earth. What does it mean then?
You can't use it.
That is a what?
Non-renewable.
A non-renewable. What does it mean, Mauricio? What is non-renewable, Mauricio? Because it takes millions of years to form. Thank you, Mauricio. All right? Now we have the third trial is 31 grams. Less than that. Fourth trial, 14 grams. Amount remaining, 0. He gathered everything. Okay? Which means that petroleum, they didn't have more petroleum on this earth. It was gone, all gone. No more gas. How is that going to affect us if we don't have oil, we don't have petroleum?
You don't have no heat.
Okay, what else? Gas, no gas, right? And how do we use for the cars for transportation, right? For your mom or dad to get to their jobs, for me to get to my job as well. For you, for some of you to get to school. So what solutions can we find for that? For this not to happen, because 0 petroleum cannot happen. So what solutions can we find? Talk to your partner. Give me some solutions. What can we do?
Walk and not use that
So what do you think? I need my reporters. Reporters. Ready, reporters. I need solutions. Let's see here. Bernardo.
Like electricity cars.
Okay, so he says, well, Ms. Ariza, instead of using oil, we can find another alternative. And he says, well, electric cars, okay, we can use, what else can we use for those cars?
Batteries.
Okay, she says, Ms. Ariza, instead of a car, driving a car, use a bicycle. Okay,
The solar power car?
the solar power, right? We can use the power from the sun. Okay, we could walk. Any other possibility?
They should make a car where you can just pedal and get to your destination.
Just get, okay, so we have, he's gonna invent a car that he's just going to pedal the cars. Now guys, we said solar power. What is one disadvantage that we have with the solar power? One disadvantage, when I say disadvantage, draw back. One thing that, it's like using solar power could not be that good. Why, Arturo? Because when there's no sun, then we cannot get any power from the sun, right? That could be an option. So this is what I want you to do. I'm going to have this group, okay? You're going to use the iPad. You're going to use photo booth in order to report. You're going to report what we did today, question is right there in G block. The question is, how the simulation showed what we did today on Earth, showed what is happening to many of our Earth's limited natural resources. So what is happening to our natural resources? Okay, we're running out of petroleum, coal, fossil fuels. There you go. Okay, and you can give your explanation. This group, and we're going to have, let me see, this group too. Those, you're going to write it on G block. Okay? These two groups, you're going to type your comment on G block. All right? Go ahead. And that's the question that we have right there. No, right there. And the question is right there, too. And I'm just going to give you 3 minutes for disclosure. 3 minutes. Are you ready to say something? Or can you rehearse for a little bit and then you can record? One person can record the others talking. It's up to you. You decide who's going to talk. You decide who's going to talk. You decide who's going to talk. Yes, I don't want any funky stuff. What is she going to say? Do you know what you're going to say? You say the question, what else are you going to say? The answer as well. So what are you going to include in your answer? And they can help you as well. So how does this show? How does this show what's happening to our natural resources? Many natural resources, okay, fossil fuels, and then you can say what we can do in order to conserve. 2 minutes left, come on. This is picture. Make sure that you're not in pictures. Camera. That is fine. There you go. There you are. Then, go ahead. Make sure you read the question. The question is right there. How the simulation shows. Remember to speak up. One more minute because we have to go to Miss Cortez's room. Say your comment. Say your comment.
No, just like the
Okay, we got it. Oh, Mr. Gunn, you think like I figured out yesterday, you press all in F4 and I think it was
Okay, so this is what we're going to do in this moment. I want you to take your data table, you're going to put it in your pocket folder, all right, in your science notebook. And it was a great class today. We learned about renewable and non-renewable resources and how we need to conserve our fossil fuels. Okay? Good job, guys. The paper, please, you can fold it, put it in the recycle bin, and get ready to leave in the afternoon. We talk about our homework assignment because we need to